LL Nation, what's good? Welcome to part two of our exclusive interview with Carnell Tate. It will be a three-part series, culminating ultimately with his decision. He talks about his timetable. He talks about the recruiting process, what has changed. He talks about his true feelings for Notre Dame. He talks about that all-important recruiting trip to March 15th, to South Bend on March 15th, that he moved up from March 17th, and why he released his top five earlier than he predicted or he said he would. He also talked about some other things. We got to the coaching changes at IMG Academy. Then we talked to him about his spring break and things he loves to do. And he also participated in a special Carnell Tate edition of the Petty Train. He sat down, he spoke with us for about 45 minutes, and then he spoke with us about another 30 minutes once the interview was done. Very insightful, very intelligent young man that knows exactly what he wants. And you can see the love that he has for all the schools that are in his top five. So, as I said before, we hope you enjoy the interview. Our sit down with myself, Malik, Zaire, Carnell Tate. It's brought to you by Onora Whiskey. OnoraWhiskey.com, that premium American whiskey, OnoraWhiskey.com. And if you're going to drink, make sure that you drink responsibly. So enjoy part two of our interview with Carnell Tate, and we'll be back at the end to get your thoughts and field your questions about the interview. Enjoy. Lucky Lefty podcast. You know how we do it. We spin it different. Shaun Davis, SB2 mics, the original Lucky Lefty himself. That dude, Malik Zaire at Overtime Malik, featuring and brought to you by Onora Whiskey. Go to OnoraWhiskey.com. It's that premium American whiskey, OnoraWhiskey.com. And if indeed you do drink, make sure that you drink responsibly.
Responsibly, baby.
Yeah, we got part two with this young man right here at the bottom. For me, the best wide receiver in the class of 2023.
That's what I was hearing. That's what I was hearing.
Nothing about stars and all of that stuff and rankings. Go watch the film. And the fact that he reps the 773 only makes it sweeter. Welcome back to the Lucky Lefty podcast. Chicago's own Carnell Tate. What's good, boy?
Chilling, living life. Can't complain. I've been great.
Your roommate ate in there this time. He must have got up and got active.
Yeah, he getting up out of here today.
So how has it been, man? It's been like crazy. Everything has moved and been much more fast-paced since the last time we talked to you. We had visits, 7-on-7 tournaments. With everything going on, how are you holding up and how are you feeling?
I'm doing good. It's been crazy though. You try get all the visits as much in as possible, within a small gap, because at the end of the day you still got school, you got pay for travel and stuff like that. So it's a lot trying to plan visits in all over the country. So it's been crazy, definitely.
Now I know it's off season, but you guys have a pretty good hoop squad too. I know you down there repping us, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Always.
It's your teammates. You putting them buckets on them, right?
Oh yeah. I'll be out there dunking and stuff.
Yeah, can't take the Midwest out of him though. That's still hoop central.
Not at all. So you visited Notre Dame. Originally, when we spoke, you said 17.
Yeah.
You decided to push it up a couple of days.
Yep.
Just talk about the visit, how it went, and what stood out to you and your mom on that particular visit.
Oh, so that visit was just to get my mom up there, have her get used to the new coaching style with the changes from BK over to Freeman. So it was mainly her getting her questions in and feel for the coaches and stuff like that. And she loved it, really. Me, I've been up there, they say 7 or 8 times I've been up there. So I'm I'm already familiar. I don't need a campus tour at that point. I know where things at and stuff like that. So that visit was mainly for her to get up there to talk to the coaches really and see the campus again. And
Does she
then,
typically not go on visits, or is like, did you have to convince her this time to go, or because you've been up there a lot, so I'm surprised she didn't want to at least one of them times been like, yo, I want to slide too.
well, all right, this is a true story. So my mom, she wasn't, when we first went up there in Notre Dame, she wasn't really rocking with it. Like, I had to drag her out. Like, I had to get her to call off work and stuff like that. Like, she wasn't messing with it. So I'm like, Mom, that's definitely. I'm like, Mom, it's different this time. So when you get out there, she loved Chad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, real talk.
Okay. So I gotta like in the office, but that's what we'll go with.
Yeah, Chad. Oh yeah.
So she loved Chad,
Yeah.
and what specifically, in between the conversation on the ride back to the shop, what was your mom saying about the program that kind of turned things 180 for her?
Well, she from when we went up there the first time like that, she said she only thing she heard was ball win and stuff like that. And then when this time she went up there, she heard like what the program could do for men actually after football and what they could do for especially black men. So that's what she talked about a lot, how they can give a lot of opportunities for me after football.
So what did they do? Let's take us through the day. You arrive, they greet you guys, you walk into the athletic building. What's the first thing that took place?
We went to go grab food together, and then we went back. Like my mom, she chopped it up with Coach Reeves. Like, I chopped it up with Stuckey. So like my mom and me, like we went two different routes. So like they like passed around like through the coaches staff floor, talked to the coaches and stuff like that. So I don't know like what order she went to, but she talked to every coach, got a feel for them definitely, and see what they're what they have to offer me.
So how was that interaction with Coach Stuckey?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was a great interaction with him. She loved when he calls her and stuff like that. They're able to communicate, so there's no hard times right there.
Man, that's great to hear. Did you get a chance to watch practice that day or what?
No, I actually went up there. Not a practice day because that practice day, that first practice, I had to go back down to here at IMG, so I wasn't able to get up there. So hopefully, I'm trying to get up there April 23rd, but I don't know yet.
What's something that you asked Chancey Stuckey, with a new fresh receiver coach in the building? I know he probably had a lot to say, but what was something that you really wanted to get answered having a new receivers coach at school?
It's really like how do you feel about playing guys freshman year, how early, and then like how can you help me on the field? Like what do you teach a coach that transfer directly to the field and to the pros? Because like every coach is like capable of getting you there. It's about like, can you stay there?
So man, with all of that being said, you expect to get on the field wherever you go early. That's pretty much what you're telling us, right?
Yes, sir. That's how you make your money.
Oh, I like that. Sweet feet. You got to eat, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Lucky Lefty podcast. Carnell Tate on with us once again, featuring Onora whiskey, chopping it up about his visit to Notre Dame that took place on March the 15th. Ultimately, there are a lot of fans that feel like, and I don't know why they're stunned by this because you were very open with us the first time we spoke with you that NIL was going to be important. Like this shouldn't be a shock to people. It's 2022. Like when you got your first offer back when you were a freshman, it wasn't possible. It wasn't even talked about.
Oh.
The game has changed. The conversation, did it take place on your visit to Notre Dame? And was it more geared to what can take place once you get there? Or were there conversations about NIL and its impact before you even take the field?
They're definitely saying like, oh, we have a great NIL. They're helping their players. Like I mainly talk to the players about it because the schools can't talk too much about it. Mm-hmm. So the players say they take care of them. They got NIL deal for the linemen. They try and get something for the group of receivers and stuff like that. And then they say like they got the guys that take care of it for them, like on the school staff that does it. Like because each school has like a group that's in charge of it. So they say their guys are definitely working to take care of their players.
Now, this is crazy. I went in town for the pro day last week, and I walked into I don't want to give them pub, but I walked into a spot, And they were like, yeah, this is the spot that sponsors the offensive lineman. And I was like, oh, word?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we feed them and we make sure they're good.
And
so that made me feel good. I was like, okay. Was that more important, that conversation surrounding NIL? Was it more important for you, or was that something else that your mother really wanted to talk to the staff about?
It's definitely it's important for both of those, really. But like they can as much as they can talk about it, like everyone knows like you can't make money or get deals without plans. So like honestly, plans more important to me. I got to be able to see the field to make my money off the field.
Yo, that's real.
Are there particular brands that you're really interested in that if you had to, you played freshman All-American, all of that stuff, are there brands or things that you're looking forward to from a business of Carnell? Like, this is what I like. If I had to get a deal, this is what it would look like.
Everyone loves like Nike. That's like the dream right there. Everyone wants Nike and stuff like that. But honestly, it's whichever deal that helps me take care of my people and the people around me, like give back to my community, honestly. And most importantly, where the money at.
Yeah, for sure.
So with all of the visits that you've taken, what's the one thing that stuck out when you talk to a lot of coaches? What has changed as far as your perception of these schools or college football at large after taking all of these trips and seeing what everyone has to present to you?
I see that a lot of schools that I've been going to, they need receivers. They say like the game's like starting to change into in the air game. It's like running backs are like they're showing love, but not as much love anymore, really, because they take so many hits. So like they say, everyone's transitioning to a throwing offense, and that's how you get to the next level. So it was definitely I was definitely glad to hear that because every school needs receivers. So why not be the change? Then also, I was feeling like how they'll develop me, how they'll use me in their system.
With it being such an air raid, is there such thing as a room being too filled for you as a receiver and a recruit? Do you look at rooms and be like, all right, I got at least 4 guys that I know is playing, so let me just take that off the list, or does it not matter to you?
That question goes like I think that goes for a Pacific school. You said that.
It could be anything. I mean, because I know when I was looking, like for instance, I was looking at Notre Dame. I was like, well, shoot, they just went to the championship. They just got the #1 quarterback, the class before me. So I'm like, wow, do I really want to go there? Then I was like, hell yeah, I want to go there because if I beat the guy in front of me, that means I'm the best in the 2 classes, the one above me and the one in my class. Yeah, so that's just something that guys think about.
Yeah, when you go back that go back to like Iman Shepard when he went like viral saying, in order to beat a man, you got to beat the man. So really, a deep receiver class, it doesn't matter too much really because like at the end of the day, there's 4 receivers on the field. Well, probably 5, and then like due to injury, so like everyone's gonna play. Like hopefully no one gets God forbid injuries, stuff like that. But it's like if you got better receivers in there, they're gonna help you get better, and you're gonna compete, and you can take tools from them to add to your tool. So like having a deep receiver room doesn't really matter too much.
Once again, we're talking to Carnell Tate right here on the Lucky Lefty podcast featuring Onora whiskey. When you think about where you've come from as a receiver, you go back to that story you told us in part 1 about the drop passes out in Vegas at that tournament.
Yeah.
How much work you've put in. And now the whirlwind of all of these visits. Have you taken a moment to really say, man, I'm almost there? Like, I'm almost there.
Yeah, I've taken moments to like congratulate myself, but I know I'm far from done from being where I want to be in life. So at times I give myself the appreciation of I deserve that, but I know I'm far from where I want to be.
So with things changing, you guys got to have a new coach, right?
Yes, sir.
New head coach down at IMG, Billy Miller. And has he spoken with the team? And what's your expectations? I'm sure the expectations are still the same. You guys want to go out and dominate each week. But for you, did it impact you? Did it impact, going into the season, your thoughts? Or are things pretty much even, Steven, and just moving the same way they will always move?
I think it's like everything's even, Steven. Like it's just like a new head coach, and so it's just like the program just got passed on. So like I don't think anything will be changed. We'll be still IMG, still compete for a 90, and like that. So everything will be smooth, really.
Like all these guys are like going super super early. Like it was even when I went, it was like, okay, you go to spring semester, woo at your senior season. You got guys in the class that are skipping their senior season of football. Has that like been interested to you at all? Like if you feel super committed to a school, you really like a school, would you leave that early or would you do your senior year?
Really, it depends on like the situation. Honestly, like if they need of receivers right now, you can get in, come play. I said, why not? Really, but if not, I'll say play your senior season. Really.
For you, are you planning to be an early enrollee when you make your decision?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's good. That's good, man. That's going to set you on the road to definitely make an impact early on.
Yeah.
And with that being said, did you enjoy your spring break?
Oh,
Yeah. Do you have any downtime?
Right.
But yeah, like spring break, me like when I have my break, I'm all about my break. Like I don't really try to do too many like visits and stuff like that. I took the quick trip to Notre Dame. That's only like 45 minutes from Chicago. So I took that and then I went back down to Florida to have fun.
Yeah. Oh man, what'd you get into?
Yeah, what's your favorite vacation spot?
Right.
I was living life. I was out there on the jet ski on the water.
So you're an adventurous cat. See, I'm like that too. I like the jet ski. I like parasailing and all of that.
You only live once. You gotta have fun.
Right. I haven't done the scuba diving quite yet, though. I got.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll do
that. You don't know about that?
Yeah,
I ain't breathing in the water.
I don't even know about amusement parks and what's going on with the amusement park. So
yeah, you see that crazy? Yeah, I'm definitely. But Drop Zone, yeah, that's the one right there. I don't know.
Right, the ride in Orlando where the gentleman passed away because he got thrown from it. Yeah, I can't do that, man. You're not dropping me at a high rate of speed from like 3,000 feet. I can't rock like that.
Yeah, definitely. So I don't know about amusement parks no more. If it ain't water, I don't know.
Okay.
All right, let's break down and analyze. We talked about a little bit about your game.
Yeah.
Let's break down the route tree. Give me your top 3 favorite routes.
Probably take the top off. I like go ball. Come back. And probably dig.
Go ball, come back, dig.
Now you going over that middle, huh? You gonna get your weight up before school. You gonna get that. You know, there's a lot of heavy hitters across that middle in college.
I ain't worried about no hitter.
Oh, see, boy, that's that 773.
That's what we need. That's the 773.
Lucky Lefty podcast, man. So the players you've got an opportunity to speak to.
Yeah.
What's the vibe? Yeah, and we said this. I did the pro day, and then I went to practice the next day. And I came back and I told Malik, I said, look, man, something's different. I said, the swag is, I said, yo, I've watched Notre Dame teams in the past. I said, these cats are out there chirping in practice, bro. I was like, they're real chirpy. I said, from the freshmen all the way up to the seniors, both sides of the ball, there's a lot of chirping going on. Do you get that vibe, even though you didn't get a chance to watch a practice? When you spend time around the players, do you feel a different swag and a different confidence than you were able to experience before?
Oh, yeah, I definitely do. Like, the players they trying to get to the league. They trying to make their money. They got a family to feed, so they ain't playing. They ain't about to go out there and play. They go out there, have fun, and take care of their business. Like, my uncle, like, he lived in Chicago. He went to the practice Tuesday, and he told me, like, he said, them boys were chirping at each other. He's like, offense was giving it to the defense. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, dude. I told Malik the same thing. I'm like, look, man, this is a new day. This is not your grandfather's Notre Dame, man, where everybody is nice and quiet. I was like, no, it's a different swag.
Go in there with a few jokes and a whole bunch of action.
Yeah. So you said your uncle went down to practice this past week?
Yeah, he coaches at high school. So I don't know if they had a coaches clinic, but a lot of coaches are up there or something. Yeah.
Man, that's great to know.
Yeah.
So let's dig into it. There was late interest after we spoke with you. You got a lot of late interest from a specific conference. I won't even name the conference. Certain programs, they came, tiptoeing around.
Yeah. Yep.
And one school in particular, it seemed like you had a pretty good relationship. And then all of a sudden they lose their wide receiver coach to the NFL.
Yeah.
They elevate the assistant wide receiver coach. In the grand scheme of things, you talked about how things went with Coach Stuckey. How important is that wide receiver coach for a young receiver coming out of high school? How important is that wide receiver coach at that particular program?
Oh, the receiver coach is very important. Honestly, that's who you're around. That's who coaches you. You get coached by the whole program, but the receiver coach is like mainly who you get coached by. Like he's like another father figure. He gonna like show you right from wrong, and it's gonna be a role model for you. So that's very important.
Now I'll take it deeper, because the receiver coach is obviously important in terms of getting your technique down.
Yes, sir.
But what's that relationship like with the ideal quarterback that you want? Do you like a guy that's a rah quarterback that'll, get you hype and get on you if you know you need it? Or do you like a guy that's just more laid back, maybe throw some passes with you after practice? What's the type of relationship you want with your quarterback at school?
I definitely want to like both, a little bit of both, like a love and hate relationship with my quarterback. Like if I'm wrong,
don't be hating our guy now.
yeah, like if I'm wrong, he gets on me about it and stuff like that. Because honestly, we need each other to make our money. Like he's gonna help me, I'm gonna help him. So I'll love for a QB to get up on me, and also I'll love for a QB that be laid back at some time.
Because now you got some quarterbacks that, like, for instance, I didn't mind when my receivers would come up and be like, "Hey, I saw something. Boom, hit me next time." Or are you a guy that's just like, "Look, just find me and I'll be there"?
I mean, as receivers, our emotions get the best of us. So like, we're definitely like, "Hey, bro, I'm open." Just looking my way the whole time. But yeah, I'm kind of both of them.
So are you chirpy on the field, man?
Nah, I don't chirp. I let my game do the talking.
Ooh, that's that loud chirp right there. Drop the ball in the end zone. That's all you need to say.
Like I don't celebrate like nothing. Like back to my freshman day, like my coach used to get on me like, "Carnell, do you celebrate?" I'm like, "Nah, we ain't accomplished that. We ain't accomplished nothing yet. Ain't no need to celebrate." When we in that state, I'll celebrate. But like until then, we ain't accomplished anything.
All right, you open the door, so I'm gonna go ahead and walk through it. You guys were talking about relationships with quarterbacks. I'm gonna just go ahead and ask you, man, because look, I have to give you all credit, bro.
Yeah.
You and your boys, y'all real smooth. I see you building your brand on IG. You putting these fan bases in the palm of your hand. Y'all moving like some real G's. I gotta give y'all credit.
Like you've been around the block. You've been around the recruiting block.
Gotta give you credit. But with that being said, there was a recent visitor to the Notre Dame campus this week. I happened to catch him as he was walking in. Now, this is the crazy story, right? So I drove down there, catch a glimpse, get the photo op, all of that stuff.
Photo op, all that.
Yo, I played the goofy for a moment, Carnell.
Yeah.
I was at the wrong door.
Yeah.
Right? You drive all the way from Chicago, and you're at the wrong door, and when you realize it, the op is almost gone. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I drove down there specifically for 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's only right. You got to go to the Goog.
It's only right. It's hard to miss now. It's hard to miss that Goog.
You got to go to the Goog.
Yeah, man.
Come on, Malik, why you ain't tell my man where to go, man?
No, when he go up there, I'm thinking he got it. You know what I'm saying? Missed the whole turn or something.
No, what it was is, in my mind, I've been at the practice facility all weekend.
Yeah.
Pro day and practices. So I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm standing there and I'm like, looking at the watch, and I'm like, wait a minute. They said he'd be around 12:15. It's like, I happen to peek around the corner. The whole scene is playing out right in front of me. I'm like, so here I come running with the backpack.
You got to go to the crowd at.
So for everybody that wants to know, because when we do a show every day, we're tired of the questions, man. We're tired of them. Yeah. So go ahead and let everyone know about the relationship, or explain the relationship that you have with Dante Moore.
Me and Dante boys, like we talk all the time and stuff like that. We FaceTime all the time. He tell me where his mind's at recruiting. I tell him where mine's at recruiting. He like even if a school does us bad, we're like, oh, we gonna mess with that school or something like that.
So did he hit you? Did he hit you during the trip? Like, yo.
Yeah, he was in there flexing the little Notre Dame waffles at me and stuff like that.
No, yeah, little Notre Dame waffle. You seen that?
So, did you get a chance to go out and experience the Bend, during one of your trips?
Yeah, I definitely experienced the Bend. Like, I think it was like something like when they had the official visit over there. I definitely experienced the Bend with some players. I hung out with some of the players.
I want to know if you went to the North and South Dining Hall yet on your visit. Have you been there yet? Do have you seen the dining halls on campus yet? Okay.
I don't want to know what that's like over there. I don't want to know what that's like.
They got some solid food though. I didn't know. Everybody got their own different, feel for the palate. But you have to check. That's a good place to check out.
I mean, it's a good place to check out, but that place ain't for me. Y'all can check it out, but it ain't for me to check.
So, what's your favorite spot? What's been your favorite spot in the Bend, being able to experience it a little bit?
I don't know. We usually like go across the street to a little spot over there to check out. Like we'll hit up the
street.
It's like I don't know. It's like the one spot on the corner like you go in today and stuff like that. We just be chilling really. I ain't really a picky eater because they got burgers over there. They got the Chipotle. So
we gotta ask: are you a picky eater just in general? Like our training table, are you getting all the stuff that they suggesting? Or are you like, man, just give me the little mashed potatoes, a little salad, I'm good.
I mean, everybody like I usually stick to what I know and stuff like that. But I ain't really. If it look good, I'll go get it. You feel me? If it ain't looking too pleasing, I don't want it.
So, senior season coming up.
Yeah.
Give me your goals.
All-American for sure. Win the Natty. That's the most important thing right there. I'm just trying to have fun, really. My last year, so have fun.
Give me the game on the schedule because I know you've been doing 7-on-7, going up against some of the best DBs in the country.
Yeah.
You already got your schedule. I know you got 1 or 2 games circled already.
We ain't got a schedule yet, but we got a few heavy hitters on there.
Yeah, you missed. Now you did miss when you came back home to the state. Yeah. You missed the East St. Louis game last year, right?
Yeah.
Because you were nicked up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. We got some heavy hitters. We got CG over there, Christian Gray from DeSmet. You got some of them boys.
Okay.
We got AJ Harris down in Bama.
So you matching up against both of those guys, huh?
We got Elliot Washington down in Venice. So yeah, we got a little loaded schedule. I'm gonna have fun for sure.
That's what's up. So have you talked to Christian during the process?
No, me and we boys like we don't really talk and stuff like that. But whenever we see each other at tournaments and stuff like that, we talk like how see how everybody we been.
How deep is the 7-on-7 stuff now? Is it still going on, or is this kind of ending out pretty soon?
It's still going on. Like the Natty like in May, June, like the first week of June, last week of May. So that's coming to an end soon. Like, but I ain't really too big in 7-on-7. Like I just did it for like to stay active and like because we weren't doing anything over here because like spring ball hasn't started. So I just like let me go do some work to keep active.
So we talked about your goals, the team goal.
Yeah.
Ultimately, the one thing everybody is most locked in on is the goal of when you're going to make an announcement.
Yeah.
Do you have a time frame of where you feel like, okay, by this date, I think I'll be ready to go ahead and announce?
I'm trying to get it in before the season, so hopefully in the summer. That's like the goal. Hopefully in the summer, but it ain't no set date yet. So hopefully in the summer. If not the summer, then probably like in the season during the season signing day, really, because like I ain't trying to have that much to worry about going into the season.
Are you looking for a big announcement, or are you gonna do it low key and call the coaches and be like, "I'm coming"?
I'll probably hit the. I don't know really because I haven't really decided yet. So like, if I have a set day in the summer, I'll probably like turn my phone off the week before there, and then right from right there, they give me, they don't. Like, but then like I would like announce like, oh, I would like show my appreciation to all the coaches that recruited me though first for sure. But I ain't really big.
Did you turn your phone off after you left your Notre Dame visit?
Definitely.
That explains a lot. I'll just leave it at that.
Couple phone number changes because like they got me good. They got me good.
Yeah, that was kind of a topic for some people.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, we can't get him. I'm like, I don't know. I just talked to him the night before.
Yeah. To me, I'm cool, but I'm not really a texting guy really. So like even a college coach, they're like, I might take a response. I don't like really text and stuff like that. And then also like, it's just like it'd be bad timing when the interview is like I'm available at the most random time and stuff like that. But then after Notre Dame visit, you got like 4 or 5 people calling me. Oh, right after I'm like, bruh, I'm like I'm just talking to my family. Like, I ain't got the time to do it. I'm on the road heading back to Chicago and stuff like that. So it's definitely like a timing factor too. Like I don't mean to be disrespectful and not to respond to anybody, but like it's just a timing matter.
So you saw, or if you didn't see, you heard about what has been the elephant in the room on social media for like the last 3 days. Is there any way anybody could walk up to you on the field out of nowhere and just smack you upside your head and you not respond?
Nah, you're gonna have to see me. You're gonna have to see me. That's testing, man. That's testing your manhood right there. I'm sorry, but like,
see, I was trying to tell Shaun, you just can't be slapping nobody like that without seeing you. Come on, man.
Chris Rock, like, they got some like I don't know. Chris Rock wasn't really wrong. He was wrong, but he wasn't in a sense. Will Smith was wrong because like you do that when he do that, but you ain't do nothing further like the previous. So it's like it's definitely questionable like that. But Chris Rock, I don't know. He got to see me.
Yeah, once you get slapped, all that don't matter. You got slapped. It's time to get down right there. Right.
Right. It's time to get down. Damn, he didn't even sue him. So like you got to get down.
Right.
Yeah, so you ain't gonna do nothing. Oh no, not me. Couldn't have been me.
I don't even know how the show continued from after that. Like he just made a joke out of it.
So has anyone ever gotten you to that point on the field? Maybe not slapping you in the head, but just like either said something or did something dirty where you were like, okay, I might have to see you after the game.
No, I'm not really. They like, I got a lot of DB that be talking trash. They like, oh, because they know who I am, obviously. So I don't really talk really. Like they don't say nothing too deep, so I don't really talk like that. Like you can ask any DB, even my teammate, I don't run my mouth. I can make somebody fall. I don't run my mouth. It ain't me.
So when you walk on that field, what are you trying to prove as Carnell Tate from the 773?
I'm just trying to prove to myself I'm that guy, really. I ain't trying to prove it to nobody else. Well, I'm trying to prove, obviously, to the coach, to the college coaches, I'm capable of doing that. And then when I get there to the NFL scouts and stuff, like I'm capable of being that guy for them. But right now, I'm just trying to prove I'm just proving to myself what I'm capable of doing.
Man, make sure you tell your mom that I said her pose in that picture from the bend was real hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, her pose, yeah. I was like, okay, mom is repping the 773 real nice in this pose right here. Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah. Mom was repping.
It definitely had fun. We got a little video right here.
Oh, y'all did the whole thing? See, recruiting different. Y'all get the whole music video set up. That's hard. It's like you ain't even gotta go to the school if you can do all
that. So did you see, like you talk to guys, right? You talk to Drake, other recruits at Notre Dame, commits, guys that are still thinking about going to Notre Dame. Do you see like the different shoots and say, oh man, they ain't let me do that? Because did you see Keon and Drake up at the top of the stadium this weekend, the shoot they did?
They're my boys, but that ain't me.
Yeah.
You gotta come with some fire for me. Like
got you.
Y'all, when Dante posts, watch, he got some fire.
He got some fire.
I'm gonna hit y'all after. Like I ain't gonna post that. I'm gonna let him post first, but he got some fire coming. Yeah.
Okay.
Too?
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's
Okay.
better than mine. Like I wish I got out there to do it, but he got some fire coming.
Oh, I'm excited, man. I can't wait to see the fire.
Different, yeah.
All right.
Man, y'all shooting the whole music video. I'm surprised, Polo G didn't come out when you was doing your photo shoot. All the lights y'all got. Good grief.
Yeah, when the camera go off, I'll show y'all. It's some fire, yeah.
So ultimately, you're at this point and you put your top 5 out.
Yeah.
For you, what is it going to come down to, man? Is it because a lot of people want to say, well, he's going to go wherever Dante goes, or he has a relationship and he sees that this school puts out receivers and, oh, this school has NIL and this school does this. Every school has something to offer.
Yeah.
In your top 5. Every single program has something to bring to the table. For Carnell Tate, ultimately, what's going to be the determining factor or factors in that decision?
I definitely got a strong relationship with all of them, so that's not going to really be a factor because every relationship is strong. So it's really, what do you do that translates? What do you coach and practice that translate directly to the field? How are you going to help me get to the pro? And really, how soon will I play? And then, how will I fit there in the offense? Really,
that's what's up.
And then, like me and Dante, we'll love to go to the same school to each other. But if it doesn't work out, it just doesn't work out. Like we'll see each other soon.
I know most of us will appreciate you guys going to the same school.
Yeah.
I know Lucky Lefty fans would love that, but once again, man, we're just happy. We see you as a little bro of the show, definitely, family. And we're proud of what we've seen and the growth we've seen in you and how you're building your brand and how you're going about handling your business and your recruiting. And it's a tip of a cap to you. We always pray for your continued health and success, man. And
Thank you.
We can't help but to sit back and just watch the rest of the show. And ultimately, whatever you decide, these 2 dudes up top, we got your back.
Yes, sir.
We love and support you, man.
Thank you.
Now, before we let you go, because we can hold it until the actual announcement, and then you can hit me and say, yo, you can go ahead and release that part.
Drop that track.
But you can go ahead. I know you got a hat in there somewhere. A piece of something.
I know the hat in there.
Something. So look, over the summer, this is all we ask. Over the summer, and make sure you talk to moms about it.
I got you.
Over the summer, we just want to be a part of the rollout.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, for sure.
That's all. Like you can let Fawcett do the whole thing, video, whatever, edit, all of that. Announcement. We don't want to jump on that. We just want to be able to do the rollout. We don't care which way you roll.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Lucky Lefty podcast. We just spin it different.
Yeah.
We spin it different. That's how we do it. Before you go, give me the Dirk piece. The Dirk album. You feeling it?
Yeah, I feel it. Yeah. That's the only person I listen to. Like, you go in here, that's the only thing I play right now.
What's your take on the country stuff?
The country?
The country act, like he had the Broadway girl, then he had the other country song where I'm like, he doing a different voice.
I mean, he trying to
teach him.
He trying to do it all, but I ain't feeling those type of. I ain't feeling that type of little dirt.
See, that's what I was telling Shaun. Shaun, like he got the ear in Chicago on lock.
Dude, look.
Not with the country though.
Look, man. He's trying to be creative, man. I don't mind him, too. We give the same leash to Kanye to go ahead and be creative, dude. Don't get mad because the creators from Chicago are just built different, bro. Don't get mad. You know what his claim to fame is, Carnell?
Yeah.
His claim to fame is that the Wright brothers are from Haiti, and they created the airplane. That's all y'all got.
How you getting around? And we got LeBron James. Like, come on.
First of all, come on, he's from Akron, bro. He's not from Dayton.
It's the same blood. You see the same blood that run in here? That's Bron James. Come on, that's Bron James.
You know what I mean? See, that's like people that go away, Carnell. They go to school and people ask them where you from. They're like, I'm from Chicago. It's like, dude, you from Naperville.
Where you from for real? They're like,
right.
Right.
Up here trying to claim LeBron.
Because you hit them hard. They're like, where you from? They like Chicago. Like, oh, I'm from Chicago too. Where you from? I'm from Naperville. Like, come on, bro. That ain't Chicago.
Right. that ain't it.
Nah.
Your overall perspective. Let Notre Dame fans know.
Yeah.
What you really think about the school, what you think about the program, so you can calm them down. Bro, the reason I'm asking is you're helping us out.
Yeah.
You don't understand, every day on the show, what's up with Carnell? What's up with Dante? It's like, relax, man.
I got you. I mean, I love Notre Dame, honestly. I ain't been up there for 7 times for no reason. So, I also, like, almost all my family been up there. Like, my mom, my sister, my dad, even my little siblings been up. My little sibling been up there. So, like, I love Notre Dame. Like, can I see myself there? Yeah, I definitely can. Like I love Notre Dame. I'll go there with or without Dante if he chooses to go there or not.
That's enough said, Notre Dame fans. Please,
that's all you need.
Give us a break so we can actually talk about practices and other stuff pertaining to Notre Dame. Yo, it's crazy. Yeah. Hey, Carnell, before you go, do you mind playing something we do every day on the show? You might like it.
What's up?
Something we do at the end of every show, man, and we tell everybody, you know what time it is.
That petty trade, baby.
Petticoat Junction.
It's time to get petty.
Oh, we did a good job executing. Are you upset with something?
And fire up the Petticoat Junction train.
I just don't like you.
You don't?
No.
What is today's petty historic Petty Junction?
Petticoat Junction.
Hey, Petticoat Junction. Pettiest story of the day, each and every day, right here. Lucky Lefty Podcast, special edition with Carnell Tate. So, Carnell, get it in your mind something that somebody said that was petty or that was done that was petty that you want to put them on the petty train. I'll go ahead and start with the NBA. Because the NBA has been on the petty train with us for like the last, 2 weeks, Malik?
2-3 weeks for sure.
How are you going to eject somebody for a fake elbow? And then you make contact.
Didn't make contact. He just looked at him like, what you see that?
Him, you know? Lance Stevenson, of course, doing the extra. Not even a flop, like a fake attempt to flop. And they eject Austin Rivers.
Didn't fall down, didn't get hit, didn't do nothing. He just complained.
None of that. So we definitely have to put the officials for that Indiana Denver Nuggets game on the petty train, man. Put them on the petty train.
We also got to put on the petty train Steve Kerr and Richard Jefferson. I don't know the beef, but Steve Kerr and Richard Jefferson do not get along. He tried to ask him a question in the game.
Yeah, in the quarter.
He talking about, what you got, Dave? You got something for me?
Just totally ignore what Rich had to say. It might go back. He still might be bitter on Cleveland coming back from that 3-1 deficit, because Richard Jefferson was on that squad chirping on the sideline.
Well, when's the first time a sports announcer ever had beef in game with a coach?
I mean, that's pretty much everybody with Greg Popovich when they interview him, dude. Like, Pop doesn't give anybody anything, man. He's always super petty. What about you, Carnell, man? Anything on your mind that was petty from like the past couple of days, weekend?
Well, I don't know anything risky, but I'll definitely say Green Bay Packers, man. Y'all signed Aaron Rodgers to all that money. That boy got no receivers to throw the ball to now.
Got no receivers.
What did you think about the Tyreek Hill deal, though?
That boy got paid.
No, he did.
Now they just need Tua to get them the ball. Like, that's the biggest question right there. Can Tua get them the ball?
How do you think that? Definitely impacts Pat out in KC, but he still has Travis.
Yeah.
They got 4 of the top 52 picks, so they definitely have opportunity to go ahead and get a wide receiver.
Yeah, but like you can't they got McCole Harmon who can try to replace Tyreek Hill, but like
Nah.
Tyreek special. McCole's having some
He's different.
And then you also got the Duke situation. They say they rigging March Madness if Coach K win. What y'all think?
Oh, I mean, hey, Coach K been doing it for about 13, 14 years. Why not go out? What's up?
They say if Coach K wins, it's rigged.
That would bring up a lot of questions, though.
Yeah.
But I will say this. I have enjoyed all of the Duke games because they've been really good games.
Yeah.
Except for the last one in the Elite Eight, where they pretty much
that was easy.
Blew them off. And shout out to my boy Shaun Holloway, dude, getting the job, going back to Seton Hall, his alma mater. The job he did with St. Peter's. They put in work. Ultimately, we watched this before, didn't we, gentlemen? Didn't we just go through this same ceremony for Coach K like 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, he on that Brett Favre.
They got the same opponent that walked into Durham and spoiled the show. North Carolina walked into Durham for the same thing and spoiled the show. So that's what I'm pulling for. I'm pulling for North Carolina to walk into the Final Four this weekend and send them home. Just send them home.
I'm going for Duke. Like, ain't no
way.
Them boys already went outside once. Ain't no way they go outside twice for Coach K last again. Like, if they lose, it's only right Coach K come back.
Yeah, he would have to. He can't end on no loss like that. Not to your rival. Good grief.
Yo, if you're gonna go out, you might as well go out to your rival.
Nah.
I'll say this though. I'll guarantee this. If they win in the semifinals, they're definitely winning the championship.
Yeah.
Like the North Carolina game is the only chance they have to lose.
Yeah.
Because if they get to that final game, whomever they play, I think it's gonna be a blowout. They're gonna be so hyped for the game.
Yeah.
They're gonna run whoever. I don't care if it's Kansas. I don't care. They're running them off the floor.
Yeah, so.
And I was mad too. Because I wanted my boy Charlie Moore. Shout out to Charlie Moore, my fellow Mustang. I thought he had an opportunity to get to the Final Four. Unfortunately, they came out, couldn't play with the same intensity in the second half. Couldn't get it done against Bill Self and the Kansas Jayhawks. And it is what it is. But shout out to my boy Adam Miller. Once again in the transfer portal. We'll figure it out. As long as he doesn't come back to Illinois, bro, I'm cool. I'm cool. You know, I'll tell you, I don't care all about Chicago, bro. I'm all about, I got Illini fans up and down my timeline mad because I'm telling them don't come back to Illinois. They're like, dude, you graduated from the school. Why are you telling them that? You should have treated them right from the jump.
Yeah.
That's how it is. I'm Chicago first, Illinois second.
Yeah.
We thank Carnell Tate for joining us, definitely joining us for the Petty Train. Reach out to us as always at Lucky Lefty Pod, Shaun Davis at SD2 Mics, at Overtime Malik, and I got Carnell Tate at Carnell Tate _. So what you got? We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna roll this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're gonna wait to roll it after you get done with your trip.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that to you. We wouldn't.
Yeah, we wouldn't do it to you like that. We'll let you have fun on your trip, but then
And Carnell, what's your pick, man? You got Duke against Kansas.
I got Duke. Yeah, Duke against Kansas. Yep. I got Duke winning it all.
Well, Carnell Tate.
He's
going for the fairy tale finish, and hopefully, when it comes to Notre Dame, you get the same type of fairy tale finish.
Yes, sir.
We'll wait and see how things play out. For Carnell Tate, the original Lucky Lefty, Malik Zaire, I'm Shaun Davis. Thank you to Onora Whiskey, featuring Onora Whiskey, OnoraWhiskey.com, the premium American whiskey, OnoraWhiskey.com. And if you drink responsibly. Until next time, we'll see you then for another edition of the Lucky Lefty Podcast. Spin it different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, can you hear me? Yo, can you hear me?
Questions you guys have. Let's talk about it. Great interview for Carnell Tate. He talked about everything. When we talked to him, Malik, he said everything was on the table.
Everything was on the table.
Everything was on the table. And the great thing about it was for him to be that young and be that open and transparent. Because a lot of times recruits, you know, they want to hide their feelings about certain individuals, certain programs. He was very, very open. You know, we talked offline afterwards for about another 20 minutes.
That's right.
And he was very open about certain programs that disgusted him. It's probably the best word. The actions of certain coaches. If you listen to the interview, he talked about his relationship with Dante Moore and how they talk to each other. And in talking to each other, they let each other know which program did them dirty. And they both checked them off the list based upon that. They're that close. I didn't understand at the time that we were interviewing him what he was saying, but I put the pieces together because I remember when a certain program was probably top 3 for Dante, had a really good relationship with him, and they didn't have a good experience with Carnell. And all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, a month ago, they took a commitment from another quarterback. And I was like, yo, that's strange. Wait a minute. But based upon the interview, it was like, okay, these dudes are really rocking together.
Yeah.
You do something, if they don't like it, they're going to let the other one know, and it impacts the recruitment of the next person. So
guys talk, man. Guys talk. So
yeah.
Let you keep those relationships strong.
Probably far more than you guys talk because you guys didn't really have the connections via social media back when you were choosing to come to Notre Dame, regardless of gun or kill committing.
Yeah, I mean, it just so happened to all work out perfectly. Gunner had committed. I went in early, and then he left my first semester there, so it really opened up from the QB competition standpoint, and I thought I was in there. So it's crazy when you're not afraid to take that step. What works out for you that you don't even have to, do.
So we appreciate the super chat. Let me make sure I get back up to it. We always appreciate our boy Ashley Hill. Appreciate
Ashley.
We always try to give not an interview, but a conversation. We try to have a conversation with young men. And it was funny because during the interview, I saw the chat having fun with an Arkansas fan. And, because of the relationship we have, we went ahead and we really tried to, let's be honest, we really tried to sneak like a commitment. We tried to sneak.
I think we can feel good about it. I just we can just feel good about it because because it's not just him, it's bigger than that. And I
Yeah.
think because it's bigger than that, him being already a familiar face up there, he talking to us like he up there all the time talking about the Goog and
Oh yeah.
different
Yeah.
types of parts of campus. So,
Yeah.
and for a kid to be that close and be up there as much as he is, to me, that's like a second home for a kid. So, in this game of trust and liking where you're going, you're gonna get sick of being up there all the time. But for him to go up there a lot already shows a lot of good signs for us to feel good.
Oh man, we got something from Bronx ND fan. Enjoying my first bottle of Onora whiskey. Lucky Lefty bourbon is excellent. I recommend it straight up in a snifter glass with no ice.
That's right. That's
Okay.
right. Tell him, Shaun, you had it too, Shaun. Tell him, Shaun.
I did. I had it. Do you want to tell him what happened? Did I tell him what happened? So, man, my boy meets us, and then we go out as a group, big group, and he has the bottle of Onora in his hoodie pouch in the front. So we walk into this establishment. It's a nice establishment, rooftop, and I ask for a glass, and he pours me up, and the next thing you know, we're surrounded by like men in black. And they're like,
oh yeah, they came out of. I thought they dropped from the roof or something.
Dude,
They was quick.
They came out of nowhere, deep, and we're both surrounded. And they're like, "Sir, can we see the bottle?" And I'm like,
I tried to play it off and say this is his birthday gift because how you gonna take his birthday gift?
right.
But it kind of caught him off guard. It was like, damn, it is his gift though.
Hey, it was crazy, and I'm like, first of all, where did they come from?
Yeah,
Where did they come from? Because I swore we were smooth with it.
I didn't see any of them in there. That was the crazy part.
Right. So it's like, man, it came out of nowhere. But yeah, man, enjoyed it thoroughly. And first thing I said is like, yo, this is sweet, smooth. I didn't have any ice either. So just smooth, sweet drink. And heck, why not drink it? Marcus Freeman does.
Marcus Freeman does. Look at that.
So you might as well sip on it.
So we got and we got to say it every time when we got the photo proof.
Yeah, absolutely. No doubt. John A1, here's a question for you, bro. Who would LL give as a comp for Carnell Tate's game?
I said he was like a Jason Avant from the Eagles. Or a Jeremy Maclin.
Now, I know most Notre Dame fans hate the state of Michigan from a football standpoint. But that cat Jason Avant was a beast, bro.
Yeah, I know.
That cat Jason Avant used to get it done. I'm not even talking about on the pro level.
Oh yeah, just in college, yeah.
Yeah, Michigan, he was getting it done.
Yeah.
Man, Drunk Vigo, we appreciate you. Shout out to you and everybody else that joined us on today. So, for you, what stood out the most from that interview?
I just like that he's talking like he's familiar with what's going on campus. He would be more of a factor to influence other kids to go there. So I'm not so much worried as his commitment as opposed to what he can attract if he was to come to Notre Dame. Plus, getting his mom up there for her confirmation and making sure that was important to get done and mentioning that it wasn't for him because he already know, just shows that he's trying to recruit other people to see what he's trying to see. And so that points all roads to South Bend, and him being so close, I find it hard that with what Marcus Freeman has been doing in recruiting, that he would let a kid that close, that good, not end up going to school there.
He made mention of that twice, how close it is. He also made mention of everyone in his immediate family having taken the trip.
Yeah.
That his uncle had been up there for a coach's clinic the Tuesday before the interview. So he is very much entrenched in Notre Dame, the program, the culture, and the players. I would say this. if he chose to go anywhere else, it would probably be one of the most gut-wrenching decisions he would ever have to make, because Notre Dame is truly his first crush as a football program.
Yeah, Notre Dame's a great school. It's hard to say no to it, especially now that they're turning the tide on something more player friendly, if you could say that.
Yeah.
Exciting feel to it. It's on the come up. It's a program that's getting a lot of attention, and that's, in a day and age like this, you want the school that's got a lot of attention looking at that. So,
Jeff Luke, thanks for tapping in as always, my man. What did Carnell say about the Dante photos from Notre Dame off air? So he actually showed us the photos. So we had it a day before Dante posted them. And it really was like the only thing that sparked the conversation for us to release the interview early. We were like, yo, we can get the jump if we release this early, and everybody will be able to see the Dante pictures. But then we thought best of it, because then that would be stepping on Dante Moore's moment. But yeah, he showed us the pictures. We saw the golden throne, and we were like, oh, snap. Like, yeah, that's fire. That's fire. The picture with Marcus Freeman and Tommy Rees, he showed us the whole scope of it, and we were like, okay, Notre Dame was really doing a great job with the photos with the family and these players.
That's right.
Yo,
that's right.
I'm still mad. I almost missed that op, dude. Well, pretty much did miss it for the most part. So, well, this is interesting. Michael Patterson, my sources said he committed to Ohio State staff yesterday. Or that line, because I talked to him. I talked to him the day before he got on the plane. That's the only reason. See, this is the thing. The plan was play the interview, come out, and he was going to do Q&A with us after the interview.
You got Keenan Bailey over there. Keenan Bailey used to be at Notre Dame. Now he's an assistant receivers coach. He knows better.
So he did not commit anywhere. I know that for a fact. Or else
Keenan Bailey.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
He's coming to us, Keenan.
I was like, yo, what's good? I was like, yo, what's good? He was like, man, I want to come on, but I got to hop on this plane. So he's headed back. He's actually literally on the plane right now, headed back to IMG. So we were trying to get him to be on for Q&A to give fans an opportunity to ask him direct questions. But, I mean, the man clearly said he's going to make a decision in the summer, like during the interview. It's like, so we gave the interview to kind of calm things down and say, yo, let the process play out. But I have a source. Everybody has a source, dude. There are sources at Notre Dame, there's sources at Ohio State, there's sources at Alabama. He's literally going to Alabama in like a couple of weeks. So, and when people now, honestly, people have been saying that Tennessee is the bigger issue for Notre Dame, and all along, in my opinion, it's been Notre Dame and Ohio State.
I'm not worried about it.
It is what it is. So,
it is what it is.
Man, it's going to be interesting. It's just going to play out. I don't think it's going to go as deep into the summer. But hey, I mean, he tried to make it seem like it was going to be late into the summer. I'm like, nah. At this point, we know what it is. In our opinion, it is Notre Dame, Ohio State.
No, straight up. That's my opinion too.
It is what it is. And regardless of what decision he makes, he'll be back for part 3 on the Lucky Lefty pod. So that's the thing, right? Like everybody, this person said this person said he's a silent commit. None of those sources have interviews with him.
I mean, we just talked to the man. Like, good grief. We got his number. That we get the blue messages over here. All those guys that don't get the blue messages, we get the blue.
Oh, God. Adam Ziliak, Shaun smirking like he knows something that he can't share with us. Like I said, he talked with us for 20 minutes.
You heard the interview.
Like I said, he talked with us for 20 minutes after the interview.
Yeah.
They shared intimate stuff that I would dare not release. And I literally talked to him an hour before the show when he was getting ready to get on the plane. Like, look, man.
He lives down the street. He lives down the street. He lives down the street.
And it's like no one is sitting here saying, oh my God, there's no way he's going to choose another program. I literally wrote an article on Irish Breakdown. I think we posted it on the morning of March 15th, before his visit, where I literally said the only reason Ohio State was in this is because the previous staff did a horrible job. Period. That's the only reason this has been a battle between Ohio State and Notre Dame. Because if the previous staff had done what Marcus Freeman and this staff are doing, Ohio State would have never been in the picture. Never. Never. He would have committed as a junior early. Notre Dame's his first love. He's been open about that. He said that in part 1. He explained how close he is to Notre Dame in part 2. And now, hopefully, everyone is at peace. And everyone's at peace.
Yeah, at this point, I think, like I said, I think the commitment is bigger than just him. I think he sees the writing on the wall. He's well connected to other guys that are associated with Notre Dame recruiting on an elite level. And it's shaping up to be something special. I think he's smart enough to know what's going to happen in the future if he comes down the street. He's got a great relationship with Tommy. And Marcus Freeman and we underestimating the ability of Chancey, the effect he brings with that Marcus Freeman factor. Marcus Freeman is sitting in your living room eating the neck bones and oxtails.
Right.
You know, he gonna give you a suggestion on what desserts go best. Because he been to cookouts, you know.
Right.
You know, he knows what he know how to crack a good couple ice breaking jokes at the dinner table.
Right.
So we talking about somebody that's a deal closer. You know, we're more introductory middlemen. That's what the Lucky Lefty podcast for. We're here to give you that middleman information that ease the hearts and minds of the Notre Dame fans out there. But when you talk about that closer, that's the MF era.
Right.
That's Freeman.
Right. And this clown
this levels to
I don't know who this clown is in the chat. Like, he's a first timer. Like, if it's a podcast that's going to spin it different and give you the truth, it's the Lucky Lefty podcast. We got too many subscribers that speak to that. Fact.
You spreading misinformation, Shaun?
That's what he said. All I'm saying is,
Shaun,
during the interview, basically he's saying, I don't know what I'm talking about, but during the interview, did he not say that he changed his number? Is that not what he said? He changed his phone number?
Yeah.
Right? Because people were trying to get at him. National people were trying to get at him. Local people were trying to get at him. And they couldn't get to him because he changed his number. Who was he still talking to, though? The entire time that everybody else couldn't get him, who got him?
But you got to think, too, it's like how you going to miss out on a huge opportunity with what Notre Dame is doing. Because we're snagging the right ones.
Always.
Because you got to think.
Always.
You got to think. Yeah.
Always.
We so used to losing out. You know, so used to losing out. And it took that one guy, just like Cincinnati, it took that one guy, Joe Shiesty. It might take with us. It might take one guy for the whole fan base to be like, you know what? we can get that guy now.
Right.
Because we got
Right.
something in the tank that you're not going to want to pass up on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And word on the street is that young Tyler Buckner is looking all right, handing that rock off.
We'll get to that tomorrow. We'll talk about this weekend,
Right.
this weekend in practice. I was at practice yesterday, so we'll get to that tomorrow on the show. We'll
But
chop
what's
it up.
coming down the pipeline is something real special.
We're here for Chancey Stuckey, and there is optimism on the horizon, bro, and it came from the wide receivers, honestly. And no longer do we have to depend on this as the most optimism from the offensive side of the ball. We don't have to depend on this one.
He's definitely got confidence on the field. I think that's the biggest indicator of a good player when they're young. He's definitely the best runner I've had as a quarterback in college. And I think, it wasn't showcased as well, but he's got a good arm. And I think as time goes on, he'll be able to make more smarter decisions as a passer. And that kind of comes to just experience. I mean, quarterback's the hardest position. There's a lot going on. So I think he's going to, improve vastly.
I promise you, tomorrow we're going to play more optimistic clips from the offensive side of the ball. Finally, we heard something from the offense that matches what we've been hearing from the defense.
Time must have went on.
Damn. Yo.
Oh my God, bro.
It was absolutely a great time this weekend. Everybody was back, bro. I can't wait for you to get back to campus. You had Q, you had Mustapha, tons of former players back, big time recruits in. It was a great weekend. You know what my biggest thing is, man? What? I make that drive all the way from Chicago and I walk up the stairs and I'm a little famished. And I look to the left and they have all this beautiful breakfast set out, water, juices, sandwiches. And I'm like, man, I'm covering the team. I got to pay $5 to get some breakfast. Like I just drove 88 miles to get here to practice. I just can't get a free banana and an apple, man.
No, bro.
That's my only bone to pick, man. We gotta change that. We have to change that. See, I need to walk up in there with you. So I can get to the train.
I gotta reach the coach's office first. I can't just walk in there regularly.
Well, you can walk.
Let me talk to Marcus. I gotta say Marcus. So I can't even say coach.
Oh, dude. Ohio State fan, his feelings hurt, man. His feelings are hurt, right? I heard he's a silent commit. Okay. And if he is, and he ultimately chooses Ohio State, guess what the rollout's going to be? It's going to be on the Lucky Lefty podcast. I mean,
Lucky Lefty podcast, either way.
Like, so what? Dude, I've broken too many stories, dude, just in this past 2 months. So my articles speak for themselves. The work we do on this podcast speak for themselves. Heck, we have fans from other teams that subscribe to our podcast because we kick the facts and kick it true.
That's right.
Will Chestnut. Oh, man. LL Nation is going back and forth with this Ohio State dude, man. Good. Thank you. Thank you for giving us views. That's the point. Thank you. We said, no matter whom he chooses, we're part of the rollout. Come back. We welcome you. You can laugh, but it counts as a view. And we appreciate you. That's it. Thank you for your business. We appreciate you.
That's right.
So, I really want to, before we go, man, I really want to, man. He was adamant that he would choose Notre Dame regardless of Dante.
I think he's more solid than any commit we've talked to.
You talk about who? Dante?
Carnell.
Carnell?
If you had to just guess, close your eyes,
Yeah.
listen to the interview.
Man has been to campus 8 times. Been on Lucky Lefty podcast twice. About to be a 3rd time. I knew he had a hat in there somewhere too.
I thought I saw some blue and gold shining in the room somewhere.
Yeah,
It might have been IMG.
He had a hat in there somewhere. And then look, he might decide to go somewhere else. But those OSU photos were trash, fam.
Yeah.
No creativity at all, dog.
None.
Big trash.
It looked like school picture vibes.
Big trash. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, they had a cool little thing. They had like recruiting day, and they had fans in there that had painted, cardboard cutouts for each recruit that came. And, it don't. You know what doesn't matter though? We told them this though. We told them the same thing. We said, if you do choose to go to that other school, you do understand they taking that L, right? Did we not tell them, bro? We talked that we still talk. We talking the same ish for everybody. LL. We still talking the same stuff. Doesn't matter to us. We're coming to the bus and we're talking that ish in the stadium, outside the stadium when we do our live podcast. We're not stopping. We're like, yo, we love you. You're our boy. You know what time it is. But if you choose that school, y'all taking that L September 3rd.
That's right.
You're going to have to wear that. You're going to have to wear that. You have to wear that. Period. Now the dude is begging to get on the show. See how it happens, dude?
See how it happens.
At first, we were clowns. Then we were in line. Then he was coming back on the show to watch the rollout. And now he wants to be a part of the show.
That's how it happens.
It's kind of like how I am with Drake. Right? Like, I really like his music. I just don't want to let people know publicly that I like him. So I listen to him. And when people ask me, I'm like, man, skip that dude. But then when I'm in the car, I'm like, Exactly. So that's this dude right here. That's this dude right here. He's about to put us in our place. About what? I have no clue. Because he can't put us in our place about anything concerning Notre Dame football.
Man, Notre Dame football.
And you're a player, right? Former player, and an actual source, right? You're an actual source.
That's right.
I'm an actual source. I cover the team.
That's right.
This dude isn't a source.
No.
He just has a source.
Mm-hmm.
Deep in the Ohio State program.
He played telephone.
Yeah, we only put sources on the show. Direct sources, actual people, actual players, and LL Nation. That's it. He's neither. He's neither. But you could take this L on September 3rd, though.
That's right.
You could take this L on September 3rd. That's what you could do. Let's see. All right, that's enough of that. Ashley Hill said the plug. We try, man. We try. You must be talking about, we can end talking about this, dude, because we talked about it. Did I not tell you North Carolina was going to end his career, bro? Did I not tell you that?
Yeah, no facts. They play good.
Did I not tell you that?
You did.
Said it's going to be a repeat of what we saw 3 weeks ago.
That Caleb Love, man, shooting people out the game, man. That was nice.
And my boy Donnie Cruz,
Yeah.
day one with us, who's a huge Duke fan. Man, my heart goes out to you, brother.
The Tar Heels play good, though.
Once again, the Duke program is in the hands of a Chicago kid. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. So it's in good hands. It's in good hands.
They said they like him like they like Christian Laettner.
Yeah.
He just they don't like.
Yeah. Thanks. Johnny S., thanks for tapping in. You see, they asked Lorenzo Styles if the chirping between he and his brother has started. First of all, his brother's not even going to see the field this year. That's number one. So standing on the sideline, chirping.
His brother played? That's crazy.
Sonny Styles. Yeah.
Wow. They in the same grade?
No, he won't be there until next year. He won't even be playing the game.
Wow.
No. I think, is he a fall? I think he might be a fall.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
No. He's a 23 kid. He's a 23 kid. I believe. If I'm not mistaken. I'm getting twisted on my kids now, man. No, he's a 22 kid, so he'll be there in the fall.
Wow.
Yeah, like I said, he'll be on the sideline.
That's crazy. Shout out
to I really didn't go in on dude. Do you think I went in on the Ohio State fan? I just really kind of took the things he was saying and just threw it back at him. That's all I did. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, he's there in the fall. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Like I said, he won't be starting, because I think he was a safety, but I think they were trying to move him to a linebacker. And if they want to start a freshman linebacker against our offensive line, go right ahead. Go right ahead. I'm all for it. You want to start a 215-pound linebacker against Harry Heaston in this offensive line? Let's do it. I'm all for it. Go right ahead. Defensive backs are kind of shaky too. We want to really speak on it. I mean, I'm feeling good. You feeling good, bro? The closer we get to this game, the better I feel.
Yeah, I'm ready for one of these videos of the spring practice.
Now that's one thing I think we need to step up is the marketing of the program. You know what I'm saying? Videos, putting video clips out.
Yeah, no facts. Yeah, we need some insider videos for sure.
And I think they need to go ahead and start doing a little bit more, man.
Start doing a little bit more.
Show the brand off.
We might have to. I'm already showing off the grand piano back here.
Yo, I'll say this. Respectfully, see stuff like this. I didn't call my man out his name. That lets you know the maturity level of people.
The maturity level of people.
Yeah, dude. If you disagree, that's fine. But when you feel like you have to call people out of their name, you're a moron. Oops, I just did it. My fault.
See?
Yeah. I guess I slipped up.
I'll save it for September 3rd.
I will say this. He did tell us that he will be back. Wait a minute. He's silent though. He's silent, right? But he told us that he will be back to Notre Dame either the weekend of Easter.
Yep.
Or for the blue and gold game.
Or for the blue, or for the blue and gold game.
Yep, and I think we got word that a certain quarterback is planning to be back for the blue and gold game. And a certain big-time receiver from Texas is coming in from the blue and gold game. And a kid named Jaden Lamar, running back from out west, is coming in for the blue and gold game. So what I'm saying is, I kind of put it out there prophetically, because sometimes we're the prophets. And I said, I'm getting the feeling that this blue and gold game is going to be really epic from a recruiting standpoint. And it's kind of playing out that way, bro. It's kind of playing out that way. And Spector, the linebacker from Pennsylvania, you're right. Yeah. But see, when you lie or when you're not connected, you don't get information like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I didn't see anybody else reporting it on the beat. But lucky Lefty, yeah, we got it straight from the horse's mouth. So, yeah.
Things, just one of those things.
Yeah. Carnell will be back. Said he's coming back. Easter or blue and gold game. And what do we tell him? Swing by the event.
Swing by the event.
When we have the Onora whiskey event.
Probably at Bishop's Barbecue or someone.
Right.
Live show.
We said swing through. And he was like, I got you.
So I don't know about no silent commit.
Hey, man, it's all about favor, man. I'm a believer in favor.
Mm-hmm.
At Lucky Lefty Podcast, it's all because of you guys that we obtain some of this favor. And, people just like us. We're going to have the ND barber, Julio, on the show next week. The guy who cuts most of the players and coaches at the University of Notre Dame.
And it's crazy because we had Barber Joe and like Julio was like coming in right when I was leaving.
He had the door by the window.
So the young kids was going to Julio.
Okay.
Like we was Barber Joe and like I went to Toast. So I had to do my own research in South Bend because them busters was getting cut by all type of people. Right. And then Julio started coming around with the young kids.
Right.
And he started working his way and he ended up being the guy. Like now he's like the main dude. It was crazy to see how every class kind of finds their guys. My guy had Toast. He ended up moving to Indianapolis. So it's like, when you get there, you got to find your guy. That's for sure.
So look, Julio the barber is going to be on next week. I also believe that we're going to have you double check because we were supposed to have Max Redfield.
We get Max on there
on the first week of April. We said we are going to give him some time. And we have another special guest next week. So we're back to spinning it different. Back in the saddle. I'm not back in South Bend until the blue and gold game because I think there's only one more open practice. And that's on the 12th, and I'm not sure if I'm going to make it.
Okay.
I'm not sure. This question is for you, bro.
Oh, man, we're working on it. I think it'll be easier once we get through this spring. There's a lot going on for him, and we'll make sure we get on that as soon as possible. But we might get on there when it gets hot around the name for sure.
Yeah, and shout out to Aaron Kearney, let me pull up that question. Shout out to Aaron Kearney. I actually talked to him today.
Oh my gosh, yes. Aaron Kearney, we're supposed to get that on there.
Timing when he left and he was on vacation.
Yeah, he went on vacation. Yeah, he told you about that?
Yes.
He went on vacation.
So, man, he's going to lock in with us, and we're looking forward to it. Should be a great interview. And shout out to Chad Bowden, man. Like, by all accounts, Chad Bowden, the guy that Marcus Freeman brought with him from Cincinnati, who took over pretty much as head of recruiting, doing a phenomenal job, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing a phenomenal job. I say we get him and Carnell on together. That would be the ultimate interview. Let's get them all together. So tomorrow, 4 o'clock, my man. That's a good time. 4 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll have more optimism from the offensive side of the ball. We can get rid of that Braden Lindsay cut. It is retired from Lucky Lefty. We don't have to worry about that. Malik got his last laugh today on the show.
Yeah, no more Braden Lindsay pick. Oh, yeah, we done with that.
And then we'll tell you why you should be extremely ecstatic about the talent at wide receiver at Notre Dame. Even though Joe Wilkins went down with a broken foot, this weekend he'll be back for fall camp. We just need that dude to stay healthy. Chancey Stuckey has some fantastic things to say about Avery Davis as well. So we'll get to that. Lorenzo Styles, quarterback talk, much more tomorrow. Don't forget, hit the like button, share, let everybody know. Lucky Lefty Podcast, we spin it different with the Onora boys, OnoraWhiskey.com. We'll see you guys tomorrow for another edition of the Lucky